to Xiangling first. Huh? Xiangli? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late? I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights. You are too kind.
So, Xiangli, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Qingce village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots.
Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore. Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liu will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Youngli.
Take care now, you two. As for Director Hu's list, I shall attend to it after one last round of tea.
Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there. Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm okay now.
That was scary. Well, at least greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you, as long as you watch your step. Accidents like...
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for... I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid. You're welcome. Mmm, so tasty. If only there were more. Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste?
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long...
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job.
Iridescence tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. It's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festival.
Well, what are they?
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors.
Oh, I love listening to stories. We want to hear...
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell. They say it was the most beautiful, even in that life and death moment. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left. Without a word, my ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance. Before at last he turned around. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will...
Wow!
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestor's steps. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking... I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth.
I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Jingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little mora towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of mora on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But if you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to...
But you've already helped me so...
I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
All right. Well, my sincere...
Okay, everyone. Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job.
Squall Fury! Wow, Liyue Harbor looks... It's almost as if I'm listening to the same...
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so it's fair to say that this time of year is when...
Great! Let's go and check it. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up... The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Hey, everyone!
Hello, Xinyan.
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time...
Is that right? So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the...
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm at...
Oh, so no...
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now...
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion. That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe...
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert,
Wow! There's that rock and...
what do you say, Mr. DeVore?
But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan.
Are you kidding? Guess my shopping time's getting cut short. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. You've got this, Shinya! So about the senior of yours Shinya mentioned just now. Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not about...
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, you're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural tradition. For example, do you think it might be a...
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to times change and and so...
Hear, hear.
Goodness gracious.
Master, you're in such a great mood today. Here you...
Oh, well.
Thanks, Madam Ping.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu.
Got you!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Genshin leaves make a great pot of tea. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been...
Paimon will do the honor. What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make...
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebration, the Iridescence Tour, is relatively unknown in Liyue. It would be quite risky for us to bet... Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks. Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this as long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons and highlight the key points of the proposal. Given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue.
Oh, yes, certainly.
As soon as there's work to do, I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, I'm good at taking care of people, so... Wow! Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far.
No, this is excellent.
Perfect. Then... Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here. Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for...
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yo-Yo stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
That lady I just talked to, it got me wondering. Could it be that all our failed attempts so far have been...
Greetings, Traveler. Paimon. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate—
Yay! That's awesome!
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next— On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting
Thank you so much. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting— never in my wildest dream. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high profile—
Yes! Our music band!
Yes, indeed. I know for a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in. Oh, that.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that—
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are—
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think? To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part— I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Sheila? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, If you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten but if it's a person you're looking for...
I see. I think I understand the situation now. And that...
Yes, that was all...
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make...
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
You're right. Okay.
We should probably get going.
Ooh, we're coming.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Too slow.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, but I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the wind.
I understand. In that case,
Yeah, Kuching. You're busy enough. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll...
With the Traveler on the case, Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang.
Will do. And say hi...
you have my thanks, too.
Good luck.
This strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything.
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
Yeon! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
The doors and the windows are all fine. The stuff but... This place is completely empty. How the bad guys could have sneaked in.
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened?
Yeon, you didn't hide some of the evidence.
Why would I make this more difficult for you?
Okay, well,
What about you? Give up as well? Yep. To be honest, I was only able to put it all together because of some background knowledge about this area. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight. Taking only the bandits were eventually brought to justice. But the fear, whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
that's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly... Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit...
Mm-hmm. As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down. Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Huh. Their pace has increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent! Ugh, not the...
Come on.
Behold!
Hey! Who are you?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low.
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not. Guts.
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all, but there's no going back now. Better up my game. Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please!
Tell us everything. You have one chance. And I'm warning you.
I won't, I swear. You know, so... Lantern Rite, I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but...
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would... I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave, but they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bar.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize. You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an...
You mean...
That's enough hints for... There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here.
What is it?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to... You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Leon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random of... Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again, right? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, and most music is, right? Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back... Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
That's great news!
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I... Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for... But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping... Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead.
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if... I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose.
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us...
Oh, they're gonna love them. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch.
I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you?